You went 30 seconds over your time limit, which I hope the judge notes. You said I connected video games to Newtown. That's a lie. I only stated the recent mass shootings had raised concern and awareness. You also claim to have more ethos because you think I didn't cite my sources. Another lie. I have listed the sources I referenced, either the study or the article that links to the study, in the description. Furthermore, you claim these sources themselves lack ethos, which is simply unfounded. While I cite multiple studies and clinical professionals, you cite only one study and a journalist whose opinion has zero authority or relevance. The study you reference claims games can help people deal with stress, but that's one study against hundreds of others. As Dr. Anderson says in his American Psychological Association science brief, some smoking studies fail to find a significant link to lung cancer. He also notes, in regards to your claim lab studies are invalid, arguments against laboratory experiments in behavioral sciences have been successfully debunked many times by numerous researchers over the years. Specific examinations of such issues in the aggression domain have consistently found evidence of high external validity, according to Anderson and Bushman 1997. It's true that violence among youth has decreased since the 90s, while video game sales have risen, but there is no proven scientific correlation between video games and a decrease in crime. In other words, these two factors are entirely unrelated and could be coincidences because no scientific link between them exists. It's also true there have been more films featuring Leonardo DiCaprio since the 1990s, but this, too, has no proven relation to a decrease in crime. You entirely missed the point of my public smoking analogy. We ban smoking in public because it negatively affects people without their consent. If you choose to walk into the home of a smoker, that's your own business, but you can't choose to not be the victim of a violent crime. You also claim the ban is a violation of First Amendment rights, which is untrue. It's a business decision. Just because a store doesn't sell something I like doesn't mean they're infringing on my rights. I happen to like salsa con queso Cheetos, but Target doesn't violate my freedom by not having them in stock. Furthermore, you claim the ban is too vague, but that's not true. The ESRB, which you mentioned, and other groups could very easily set out guidelines for businesses to follow. After all, that's what they do now, and my proposal would make them do it better and more effectively. Yes, people can buy things like porn for others who are underage. That's what this ban is trying to stop. A ban does not need to be legislated. According to Merriam-Webster, a ban is defined as to prohibit the use, performance, or distribution of, or to bar. There is no mention in this definition of the necessity of legislation. Lastly, you keep referencing politicians. I'm not sure why, as I literally made no reference to them in my argument. Instead, I referenced multiple clinical studies and well-respected researchers, which you did not, giving my argument more ethos. You say the ban is impractical, but never why, and saying it would never be enacted breaks the rule of fiat, which is necessary to make debates fair and educational. The lives and safety of 300 million people in this country is the most important thing, not whether games may or may not be an outlet for frustration. My business ban on ultra-violent games would keep the First Amendment rights safe while significantly reducing the aggressive behavior these games induce.